out here at the big oak tree that people don't believe the size of them when I describe it. It's a monster. There's another tree in there that got hit by it. As you can see, there's a lot of firewood in that tree. No problem filling a pickup truck load, a big pickup truck load. Back it up here. I don't know whether we got it in the sun or not. But there's another tree down. And out of there. A little bit of firewood in it, I do believe. Let's take the tour out through here. Go up here. There's a bed off of a 81 Dodge pickup truck. Bed and frame. There's my dump trailer. I put that on behind Franken's truck and then run his cable, his winch cable, through all the pulleys at top and bottom and get a big mechanical advantage and pick it up when it's loaded full of stone. There's another, I think that's an 94 Ford cut in half. Gee, the front half of that or the back half went to Franken's truck. There's my reel collection. There's a whole bunch of pipe laying on the ground there. I need to get some help and get it picked up. There's my creosote tree. They put a new power line in and I talked them out of all these poles. I got a couple projects in mind. Whether I get it done or not, that'll be the question. So anyway, coming up here on the bucket truck, 85,000 miles on it. Nice truck, runs smooth, hasn't run for years. Gas tank gummed up on it. Has the crazy Ford system they used in '85. I got a gas tank in the back, laying in the bed, but it started leaking. Typical Chevrolet gas tank. So I'll probably put a Dodge gas tank in it. Hook up the line, a pump to it, and oh my goodness gracious! Look at the tomatoes that are turning yellow. How about the size of that yellow squash? And I bet we'll find some monster zucchini. Don't look at the weeds down here. They're going to get sick and die. Oh, there's some nice zucchini in there. We'll have to come out here after supper and harvest the garden. There's only zucchini plant, but there's the only tomato plant that died. It's still producing little ones. That was one that got blown over when we had the 80-mile-an-hour winds, and it didn't survive. Cucumbers, they're producing pretty good. Oh, there's at least one big one on there. Bell peppers. Our big idea was we use a food bank to get by, and anyway, we're gonna take tomatoes and everything to them and zucchini, and this is our truck that Phil and I did a rebuild on, frame off rebuild. 225 leaning tower power, 6-cylinder, and there's her honeybee. I found the bees and did that for her. The windows on the side are fairly tinted, but we'll back off the telephoto here and take a tour around it. As you'll see as we go around it, it has a little brown problem, and that windshield wasn't 2 weeks old, but I started it up, let it warm up, and the engine coughed, and when it coughed, it broke the carburetor. There's another slant 6 in there, but it's got a hole in the piston, so I might I have ideas of pulling that out and doing something with it, but you know, that's around to it. There's a front part of a Yamaha 4-wheeler. Got suspension, so I figured it would come in handy. Just the remains of the old barn. We'll see if we can take the easier route. Another pole. My old wood shop was out here. It was a 12 by 60 mobile home, and it was in that location, but no longer. All right, I'm going to go down to the lowest gear I got. Bring the throttle back to idle, and we're going across the ditch. It usually has water in it. My dog Roxy likes to get right there behind that piece of limestone. That's where she wants to lay down in the water and drink when there's water in here. This ditch, there's probably 400 to 500 acres that it drains. So anyway, we'll go up here, and this has 3 speeds forward and 1 reverse, except that it has a high-low range. There's a 160cc scooter that I need to get going. There's the 1975 Kawasaki 125. It runs. Needs a big fuel line on it. But I've rode it around here. Stella's got real upset. This is a trailer I built during the first lockdown using that trailer frame that used to be my workshop. It's 20 foot on the surface and 4-foot beaver tail. Got some nice heavy ramps to it. Mother-in-law's old house that's fallen in. Got a limb there I need to pull out. But anyway, that's kind of there's the bunkhouse. My in-laws spent their first few weeks of married life living in that bunkhouse. And that's what it was. It was a bunkhouse. That was my father-in-law's building that he stored tires and oil in down at the when he had the gas station. So, we made it over there without getting in my messy pile. But you know, if you're doing anything, you gotta have a supply of metal. And so that's my metal supply. And we're back in the shop. Missed that grinder, and turn everything off on Juliet, and that welder I was using, that Omni Pro 220 Vulcan welder, Harbor Freight, that's well, they got sued on that. It's supposed to be a direct knockoff of the Lincoln welder. So there was a big lawsuit, I understand, and so they still make it. They still make it, and it's a good welder. It's a great welder. Schumacher intelligent battery charger, much smarter than I am. There's a project I got to get going again. That's the earth auger. Mama's son wants to plant some stuff, so it's going to be stuff that needs to go down a ways. Stumble in here, and there's Juliet's original engine air blaster tank. Well, I tell you what, that thing's worth its weight in gold tires. And enough welding lead up there to weld halfway to China, and the welder be still in the shop. This white beam is one that needs to go up above the door, but I can't put it up myself, and they won't let me go up a ladder anymore. So my door sagged down and made the sliding door part not work. So it's getting trained back up. I got a 20-ton air jack under there, and locked into place with some washers. So anyhow, there's remains of one of the big tires I had on the back of the old pickup truck out there I gave my grandson. They died of sitting in one spot. All right, take care, y'all. Don't take any wooden nickels. Hope the little tour was good. There's a Ford Ranger hood, a fancy painted Ford Ranger hood for a rare Ford paint scheme. So anyway, I need to dial up a little more speed here, and come up on the garage, the wife's garage, and here's one of the interesting things that we have. We rely on electronics to do a lot of things. Alexa, drop in on Estella.
I couldn't find that name in your list of contacts or devices.
Alexa, drop in on Estella.
Okay, dropping in.
Hey, babe, you in there? Yeah. Okay, I'm just doing a demonstration here. Talk to you when I get in there. Alexa, drop out. Alexa, turn on greenhouse fan. Alexa, turn on greenhouse fan. Oh, I tell you what, sometimes she's a typical woman. Even Alexa, drop out. There, maybe we'll do it now. Alexa, turn on greenhouse fan. Alexa, turn on greenhouse fan.
Greenhouse isn't responding.
It might not be responding, but she turned the fan on for the greenhouse. All right, enough of that. The institutional door that turned into Stoopy's doghouse, where we keep the three-wheeler. And so anyway, don't take any wooden nickels. I'll turn this around and give you another one. If you take wooden nickels, turn them into quarters, wooden quarters. Take care. Bye-bye.